Good morning, it is Thursday the 6th of November. So I'm going to come out and do a little bit of Ubering. So I had a private job which was booked early this morning. I was up and out for 3:30. I was contacted yesterday to let me know that I wasn't needed for the school contract first thing this morning, but I am for this afternoon. So I was able to pick up another job. So I've just completed that. So yeah, I've basically thought, well, I'm out, I might as well stay out and try and do a little bit of a longer day shift. I know some of the others I've done have been like 2, maybe 3 hours or something, but I'm free now until about 20 to 3. I need to go and pick them up. So yeah, I'll come out now and do 5 hours or so during the day and see what's happening. So I will keep you posted. So 10 past 10, bang on the hour, and I've done 2 jobs. So I think the first one I popped up, it was given to somebody else, even though I was only 0.1 of a mile away. So I've done the next job to come off, little witness to witness, Ormskirk to Ormskirk, get that from? £3.77. It was a 3-minute job going 1 mile. After that, I've just completed this job, which was an Ormskirk to Liverpool. So that was £15.43. It was a 37-minute job going 12 miles. So I've just dropped off now and I'm on £19.20. Yeah, so the reason obviously I accepted that, I know I'm not going to get anything out of Liverpool now, but I thought it's just really quiet and, you know, I'll just plod along with it. It's one of them, you can stay where you're at and maybe do them little £3-4 pound jobs, or just take this because it was being offered. So I'll see where it takes me anyway. Obviously I'm not hanging around Liverpool. I'm going to start heading back towards, you know, kind of like Ormskirk way. So I'll just see what happens. So another hour in, 10 past 11. It's been taking over-ish, a little bit rubbish to be honest. Where was we? So yeah, I was kind of in Liverpool, and I started kind of just heading back. I didn't set like my filter destination to Ormskirk or anything because it kind of limits what it's going to offer you. So I just thought I'll just start heading back and I'll just pick up whatever comes up to a degree. So it's just like a load of like little tiny jobs, like £4.13, a 3-minute job going 0.7 of a mile. Then had a £4.06. That was 9 minutes going 2.3 miles, which was like Liverpool towards like Liverland. Then had another one, £5.05. It was a 6-minute job going 2.4 miles. That was over towards Maghull, and then I carried on towards Ormskirk, and then I got a little Ormskirk to the university, £3.75, a 6-minute job going 1.8 miles. So in that past hour I have done roughly 13, 16, 17, done about 17, maybe £18. So yeah, currently on £36.19. So I'm averaging what, about £18.09 an hour. So it's not too bad, to be fair, you know, considering it's the dead hours, it's on a weekday. It just seems to be, let's go back online while I'm waffling. It just seems to be, obviously, during the day you're doing a lot more miles for less money than obviously when you are. I'm kind of comparing it now to when I mainly come out, which is of a Saturday. But yeah, like I said, I'll carry on pottering about, I might as well, and I will see what happens. So it is 10 past 1, it's been 2 hours. So I didn't do an update before because I was in the middle of a job which had basically crossed over from the first hour into the second hour. So after the last update, I went home. I was still online, I had a quick bite to eat. Only one job popped up. It was like a £3.60 cash job or something. So obviously I ignored that. A job then popped up just as I was getting back into the car, not too far away, £4.54. It was a 4-minute job going 1.5 miles. I then had a job, I always miss it when it comes up and says multi-stop, I don't know why. It was £15.01. It was a 32-minute job going 13 miles. So it was a pick-up in Ormskirk. a drop off at the university, which was just round the corner, and then all the way to Wigan. But it was like the far side of Wigan. I had to go through the town centre and everything. It was a nightmare. So yeah, that took me half an hour, and that basically took me right into the next hour. I then thought, right, if I'm lucky, I'm going to get something from there back towards like Skem or something like that. A job then came up which was taking me to St Helens, right on the East Lancashire, taking them to Amazon. So when it popped up, I was only 0.1 of a mile away. It was only paying £9. It was a 19-minute job, and it was going 8.2 miles. And I thought, well, if it's during the day, you know, and you were to get 3 of them back to back, then, you know, you wouldn't be far off £30 an hour. So I picked that up. I dropped there off then, and that was about 20 minutes ago. So I've been stuck in bumper to bumper traffic going down the East Lancs because they was putting in a new lamppost or something. So I've been stuck on it was surging a little bit in St Helens. A couple of little jobs were coming up, nothing major. I thought even if I do accept them, it's going to take me forever to get there because I couldn't get off the East Lancs. I was trapped. It was down to one lane. So yeah, I've just come off there now. I'm just on the bypass heading back towards Ormskirk. So in them last 2 hours, I made £28.55. So that's only £14, like what, 27 pence an hour. So if you think about it, if you take that £14 and deduct your running costs off, depending on what yours are, you know, bearing in mind, I think the national minimum wage is like, if you're over 21, it's like £12.20 or 21 or something like that. So basically for the past 2 hours, I've been getting less than minimum wage. So up to now, I've done 4 hours. Where's the app? There we go. I'm currently on £64.74. So over the 4, that comes out at £16.18 an hour. So when I take my running costs off that, granted I'm just scraping probably like just above minimum wage, you know, but it's been like a little bit of a grind, and I've been here, there and everywhere. I don't think I've reset me thing, have I now? You know, I've probably done a good, what, 60 miles for that. So if you look at it, I know it's all time based these days, but that's working out about £1 a mile up to now. That's it. So yeah, it's just a bit crap really. So I'm gonna go back on because I'm free until about, well, for about another hour, because then I'll have to make my way over to my school contract for about 20 to 3. So yeah, I'll do another hour now, which won't be far off 2:30, and then I'll call it a day on Uber, I think. So final update, it's just after 2:10. It's been another hour. Last hour, really crap. I think it was one of the worst hours, to be honest. Just bring up the jobs. I've done 2 jobs. Actually includes a £1 tip as well. So, where was we? So my next job was at 1:30. So I went about what, 20? Yeah, about 25 minutes without a job. And that was a Bearscow to Bearscow little job. So including the £1 tip, it was £6.09. 5-minute job going 1 mile. But I think I ran probably 3 miles to it. But that's the reason I took it, because the majority of the fare was like up front, and then the passenger was only going 1 mile. After that, I then had a little XL job, £6.59, taking 6 lads to uni. It was a 5-minute job going 1.3 miles. So I've just dropped them off at the uni, and then I've just drove for about 10 minutes before I logged off. I thought if anything comes up now, I can still kind of take it before I have to go and do the school contract. And to be fair, I think a job did come up. It was going like the far side of the Wirral. It was £31.71. There were 5 minutes to go and pick them up. Same, it was going to take an hour to drop them off. So all in, it was like an hour and 5, which would be more with traffic. And it was going to be about 28 miles. So yeah, that did pop up, when in all fairness you could have taken that and then you'd be the far side of the Wirral. You've then got to get back at your own expense through the tunnel. I've never worked all the way over in the Wirral. I've got no idea if it's any good, but again, not really for me, having to work my way all the way back from there. Plus I've got my school contract and all the rest of it. But yeah, if you wanted to do that, you could have took that and thought, oh, you know, I've made £31 for the hour, but wasn't for me. And then like another job popped up. I think it was like £14 all the way to Liverpool, but again, I can't take it because I've got this private job in about 10 minutes. So yeah, it was a bit crap. In that last hour, I only done £12.68. So again, by the time you take off your expenses and that, it's well below minimum wage. But overall, I had a comment on the post that I'd done on, was it Monday? Because I'd only done like the 2 hours, and the guy had said, you know, to be fair, you've got to do a shift because it all balances out at the end. It all averages out, you know, so you've got to do like a good like 5+ hour shift. You know, which in all fairness, I understand. You can't just come out and get these little one-hit wonders and go, oh look, I've made 50 quid, because it's not like that. But you know, I've been out there, I've done 5 hours. I know it's not like a big shift, that's, yeah, it's like a tiny shift really. But I've done £77.42. So then over the 5 hours, that's working out at £15.48. You then take off your expenses, and you're basically on, I know everyone's expenses are a little bit different, but on average, people seem to agree it's about £2.50 to £3 an hour, all in. Like I said, just looking at a bit of an average, everyone's is going to be different. So if you took off about £3 off that, you're on £12.48 an hour. So you're, what, 27 pence above minimum wage. Now I know some people look at it and say, well, you know, you just driving around, you know, what are you complaining about? The whole point is, people will come out and they'll do Uber or taxiing or whatever because there's the potential to earn more. You know, this is like one of them jobs where you have to pay to have a job. You have to pay to go out, and whether you're purchasing a car, you're hiring a car, leasing, whatever, settling and all that, you're paying to have that job. You're buying all your license, your medicals, your DBS, so it's costing you thousands of pounds to have this job. You know, if I went and got a job in Tesco's, for example, it doesn't cost me anything, does it? I just rock up and go, can I have a job? And they say, yeah, okay. And even they pay above minimum wage. I think they're paying like £13-14 an hour to work in Tesco's. So it's like, I basically could have come out today. Let's just say I only done Uber for a living. I could have come out today. You've got all like the stress of, am I going to make money? How much am I going to make? You're chasing all the customers and whatnot. Or you can eliminate all of that stress and just get an Uber yourself and just go to Tesco's and just scan stuff or go and stack stuff on a shelf and then just come home worry free, not worrying about, oh, have I earned enough to pay me settle this week, or you know, to pay me finance this month, or to pay me car insurance this month, and you know, all the rest of it. So it's really painful coming out and doing weekday shifts. Like I said, I haven't done one for a good while. I mainly, as I've mentioned in the other videos, I'll turn the set on just in case there's like the odd little job whilst I'm driving home. But I thought, oh, go on, I'll come out and do a couple of hours today. And again, it just kind of proves to me, yeah, you know, you can come out, you can make money, you know, and granted, it's around minimum wage, but is that really what you want? Do you want to come out and pay for the minimum wage job? You know, and I know some people again will say, yeah, you know, but you need to take into account, you know, if even if you are on minimum wage, like Monday to Friday during the day, your Saturday and your Sunday make up for it. And it's like, well, yeah, but then like, granted, if you go out like I do and I'll smash a Saturday and earn about £30 an hour, obviously, you know, that's before me expenses. Even if you added all that on top of all this, it's only going to push that up, what, £1 or something. So it's only going to take you to like £16 an hour throughout the week. It's not going to make a massive difference. So it's still crap, to be honest. But yeah, that's about it really. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know below what sort of day shift you do, because I've had loads of people say, oh, if you come out first thing in the morning, you smash it. I've been out, you don't. You get stuck in traffic, you get 1 or 2 jobs. People say, yeah, you come out in the evening, that's when it's busier. Again, I've come out, and to be fair, probably between like 4 and 7 p.m, it can be a little bit better. Not because of the school, it's people moving about to friends, going out to restaurants, the cinema, that kind of stuff. So it can be a little bit busier then. But again, it's not like you're going to come out and make £30-40 an hour or anything for them like 3 hours. It's just a little bit quieter than it is during like the daytime hours. So yeah, let me know if you come out during the day. Do you normally earn about, you know, what I've done there, which is like just shy of £15.50 an hour? Is that a good day I've had? Is that a crap day? Just in comparison to where other people are working and what they're kind of making. Bearing in mind, you know, I am an Excel as well, so I've been able to pick up some Excel jobs. You know, granted I've only done, is it just that one that I've done? Yeah, so it's only that one. So I've done 16 trips today. Sorry, no I haven't. That was including the whole week. I've done 11 trips, and only one was an Excel. And I've done 3 hours, 12 minutes drive. So yeah, to me, bit of a poo shift, but to be honest, that's kind of what I was expecting, to be honest, because it was a day shift. So yeah, I will catch you on the next one, which I'll be out tomorrow, with it being Friday. Fridays, to me, in the area that I work, I've noticed tend to be a little bit busier than a normal weekday, and I can only assume that's because some people will either like book a Friday off, or you know, a lot of these people like work from home now, and a lot of them will use that as they'll work from home like on a Friday and a Monday, which means basically they always have long weekends. No one's working from home because I speak to them all. They're all out shopping and everything, so it tends to be a little bit busier. People stay off because they're going away and blah blah blah. So yeah, I know I tend to, if like I've got a booking first thing in the morning, private job, and then I've got my school contract in the afternoon. They're not needed in the morning again, so I'm going to come out and I'm going to do Uber again tomorrow daytime. So I will compare today's with tomorrow's. Yeah, so if you've watched today's video, watch tomorrow's and see what the difference is. Bearing in mind I'll mention it on tomorrow's video, but you know, I've started at 9:10 today, finished at 2:10, so for them 5 hours I've done, what was it, £77? 77. So yeah, if I do something similar tomorrow, obviously I'll be doing longer hours because it's a Friday, but yeah, I'll have a little snap look at those 5 hours and compare it today to see if Fridays are a little bit busier than a Thursday. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next. Oh, I forgot to mention, do us a favour, if you have watched it, just put a little like below, because it's, you know, it's free, doesn't cost anything. Some of my videos now are starting to get a little bit more traffic than what they used to, and people are pretty much watching them to the end, because it gives you all the stats in the back end, you saying like if someone's only watched it for 5 seconds and click next, basically. But the majority of the people are watching them all the way through. I think the video I posted on Monday is on like 550 views, but it's only, you know, and the majority of them people have watched it all the way through. But then you've got like 3 thumbs up. So yeah, be much appreciated if you do watch it and you do like the content. Please just give us a little thumbs up and, you know, maybe subscribe. That'd be great. So I'll catch you tomorrow.